This is an LG front-loading washing machine. It's the model WM3500. It's probably very similar to a lot of other LG washing machines. First thing you want to do is unplug your washing machine. Then there's two screws on the back towards the top, holding the top metal piece on. That's the first one on the right. That's the second one. Take those two screws out. Once you have those two screws taken off the back, just pop it towards the back and then pull it up. Next thing you want to do is take out your tray here where you add your detergent. Push down right here, pull it out all the way. There's two screws on the top, right here and right here, left and right. Two more screws on the front where we took out the laundry detergent tray, right here and right here. One little screw tucked behind on the top right. Now you're ready to pop off this front electrical panel. Be careful and unplug it right here. 6 more screws on the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come down to the bottom left of your washing machine where the drain is, and there's 2 screws down here you got to take out. After you take out those 2 screws, you can remove the plastic cover, and there's one last screw right there. On the bottom of your seal, there's a spring that holds the seal on the front. Just grab a needle nose and separate that spring. Come right off. Now you can remove the seal in this location. Just take it off the metal here. Now you're ready to pop this front panel and the door off. A little piece of metal that holds it on. Just loosen that. The door has a plug so that it electronically locks. It's right down here. So it's unplugged. You lean it forward a little bit and pull it up. Down below here, there's a little drain connector right here. Take that off. To get this off is a lot easier than getting it on. You don't have to unhook the spring from the hook. You can really just grab it from any one of these loops and just pull on it carefully. Don't put any cuts or nicks in your seal, but you can just pull on it and it'll slide off. This is what my seal looks like. I cleaned it probably about a month ago. What I did was filled my stationary tub with hot water and put a decent amount of bleach in there. Not too much, you don't want to damage the rubber. And I left it sit overnight. That got rid of a lot of the mold, and I scrubbed it a lot with a scrub brush and a sponge. And after doing that, this is what it looks like. Now that you have your seal off, take the time to clean around the seal. A lot of dirt and grime can get back in here. Make sure your drain is clear. And when we go to put the seal back on, don't forget to connect this again. I forgot to do that. I ran a cycle and had water all over my floor. Clean it up the best you can, and then we'll get the seal back on. Now for the most fun you're gonna have all day, putting the seal back on. See this arrow right here in the plastic? You're gonna line that up the top of your seal. There's a triangle right there. You wanna match that right up. And you just pop your seal on over the plastic and put it all the way around the tub. Make sure it's on there. Good. Once you get that seal back on, double check and make sure this is flat against the plastic all the way around and you got a good seal. Definitely don't forget to plug this back in right now and put your clamp back on there, else you can have water all over your floor. Once you get your seal on the plastic tub, grab your metal ring with the spring on it, and this is one of the hardest parts of this project. Put it around the seal. Make sure you get in place, behind that little knob there, and behind your drain down here, and make sure the metal ring is where it needs to go along the seal right there all the way around. Line the spring up so the part where you're going to connect it is right in line with this arrow. Once you got both of these with needle nose pliers, you just got to muscle it onto that hook, and that's all. After you get it on there, double check that your seal is still intact all the way around up against the plastic good and tight, and that your metal ring didn't come loose in any areas when you were pulling on it. Now we're ready to put the front panel and door back on. When you're sliding the panel back on, don't forget to plug the locking mechanism in, or else you're going to be taking it apart because your door won't lock. Once you slide the door back down on where it goes, plug the door lock in right here, bring it forward, and you'll snap it in place right here where it helps hold it up so you can screw it on. At this point, you can put those 6 screws back on. It'll help keep the panel in place while you're putting the seal back on around the door. Open up your door, and same thing for this is you gotta work this seal around over this metal lip, and make sure it's in the right place. Everything's laying flat and looks good all the way around. To get this last metal ring on here, line up the spring down here, the left side of the spring with the left side of the indent in the metal, and then work the ring around the seal going to the left, and you should be able to fit it in there just to above where the door locks. Grab your needle nose pliers and put it in the right loop. Put your left hand down here and kind of hold all this in place down here. Start putting some pressure on it. It should hold in place. You can get 2 hands on it, and that metal on the right should go right into the place where it needs to go. You can go ahead and shut your door, and we're gonna start putting it back together in reverse. I'm gonna put this screw back in down here, and then put this plastic piece back on, the 2 screws back in there. You can go ahead and put these 2 screws in, 1, 2. Now we're ready to snap the front control panel back on. Go ahead and plug it in. Just like that. Go ahead and put your 2 screws in where the laundry detergent tray goes, 1, 2. Don't forget to put this screw in here that holds the front control panel on there. Now we're ready to put the top back on. And put the screws back in on the back, 1, 2 on the back. Go ahead and reinsert your detergent tray. Just push it on in there, and you're finished. I found this timer on Amazon. You just plug it into the wall, and you can plug a fan into it. And when you're done doing your laundry, you can hit the 15-minute button or the 30-minute button, and whatever fan you're using, just keep the fan on, and the fan will run for that period of time. That way you don't have to come back down and turn the fan off. Works pretty good. I'll put a link to this in the description below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.